On YouTube, some of the most popular videos are the question of like how to play faster, like one thing that will make you play faster. Learn this and you can play faster. There is this obsession with playing faster as a basic principle. I'm actually against this culture of playing faster and bigger and louder. There's room for it, but I actually think so much music is played so fast, especially in the classical tradition, that we can't really appreciate the music. So that's my personal stance on the tempo, and that's why actually I have the demo videos, but I don't put the tempo marking oftentimes in my music because I don't feel like you have to play the way I play. I feel like there is room for many varied tempo. You can play faster, you can play slower. And even with the same music, you should play at different tempos. Having said that, I do know how to play fast. And especially after I started teaching a lot, my technique has improved without actually practicing very much because I understand the concept behind how to play faster much better than when I was a student. And even when I was like going to competitions, I struggled with it because I didn't understand the technique as well as I do now. So I'm going to talk about how to play a piece faster or fast. There are basically two things you have to remember. The first thing is lighter on the keys, lighter touch. Lighter touch also means smaller movement. Think about walking, okay? If you're walking slowly like this, you have like a heavier foot, right? Let's say you're trying to go fast. You're trying to like run fast. You're gonna try to touch the ground less. You might be like tiptoeing and you're gonna be almost like making yourself like contained, your body contained. And that's a little bit like that. And this waltz is a really great way to work on it. So if you play heavier on this like 1 and 3, you're just gonna have a harder time playing fast. So in fact, a waltz goes 1, 2, 3. It's always the second and third beat that's gonna be lighter than the first beat, almost always. So you want to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's instead of like 1, 2, 3, like push, push, push. You want to think down, up, up. These two fingers, although they can be heavy, you want to think about lifting the sound out of the keys rather than pressing the keys to make the sound. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, lift, lift. And with the right hand too, I've talked about using more of like that finger pad when you're trying to play really super smooth legato. But if you're playing fast, you might want to just do less of that. Keep it light. Especially on those faster notes, more on the tiptoeing like gesture with your fingers. Hi, I'm Kristina Lee, and thank you so much for watching this video. This is actually a lesson from my new course, Piano Mastery Intermediate. Students from all over the world have already told me how much they're enjoying my course because of the clarity of the teaching and how they get to apply the concepts and technique and theory into learning pieces that are satisfying and beautiful. If you consider yourself a late beginner to somewhere in the intermediate level of piano playing, and you like to go deeper in your studies and develop a comprehensive musicianship, please check out my course. Another thing, and this is probably both will definitely change your playing. But this has more to do with how you think about music. What you want to do is to think about longer phrases. So when you're first learning this, even though I did it in like phrase by phrase, you are thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3, and we're feeling every subdivision, every eighth note subdivision here, because that's how we have to learn. We have to learn all the details. But once you have done that, you almost want to get rid of all those subdivisions. 1 da da da, wa da da da, and you almost want to get rid of the bar lines. I mean, bar lines are so important, the measure lines, when we're learning music. But when we're expressing and performing music, we want to play in a way that those things don't exist. It should be la da 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 da. It's just one thought. La da 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 da. And you want to play like that, less of that and more of this. I'm going to try to play this with the exact same tempo so you can see the difference. I played it quieter than I meant to. That was not intentional. I was trying to like express the phrasing better without accenting every subdivision. But if you think like that, it allows you to move the piece faster. So let's think of faster waltz tempo. Yeah, it's one phrase. And here, you don't want to go 1 and 2 and 3. You want to do less of it. You want to go ba 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 ba. You want to still think about that melodic line. Da 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 da. So let me try to demonstrate. So I hope this gives you some understanding of how you can play faster. It's not all these like exercises you have to do to isolate fingers and make your fingers stronger. Actually, there is no such thing as like making your fingers stronger. It's a combined movement and optimal movement, optimal fingering, and efficient movement and alignment and support. These are the things that give you speed and power. So don't do exercises that strain your hand in any way or fingers in any way, make your body tense. It's the freedom of being able to use your body optimally that's gonna help you learn how to express the music exactly the way you want. And if that's playing fast, you still have to do it that way, and you still have to practice slow. That's where we start. Good luck. And in the next lesson, I'm gonna play through this piece with you. It's a play along video, so I will see you there.